You guys look awesome. I love the matching jackets. How are we feeling about tonight's performance and the judges' scores?
Well, really quick, because you mentioned the matching jackets. JoJo surprised me today with my first ever Gucci apparel. And so we had matching sweat jackets all day.
And now that I found out she's a Gucci version, I'm so much more excited.
Oh my gosh. I literally cried after she left and gave it to me.
Did you really?
I was like teary. It was crazy.
Wait.
Also, why did you post in there? Oh my God, I could have made so much fun of you.
Because I was like overwhelmed. It was a lot. It was so sweet. Anyway.
I mean, you're overwhelmed about the jackets, but I'm curious because you did visit her house for the first time this past week. What was that like?
A little overwhelmed there.
Beyond. It was, you know what? It was everything that I expected JoJo's house to be, but to like see it and experience it in person was magic. And I love that it's just her to a T.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's JoJo. So we had such a blast.
Absolutely. It's all the personality. It shines through. Alrighty. So speaking of shining through, tonight's performance, how are we feeling?
We're feeling great.
I don't know if you could hear it on the show or in videos, but after Jen and I got through our first move where I spin on the ground, I have never heard you scream as loud as you did. I don't remember what you said.
I like shouted at the back of your head. I was like, yes!
But I was like, yes!
Like literally screaming. We really wanted to nail that move. We did. And that just amped us up for the rest of the performance. And really so thrilled. It was by far the best time we'd ever done it.
By far.
So we had such a blast.
Absolutely. And it's only week 2, but you have Amanda now neck and neck with you guys up there. How are we feeling about that?
Great.
Honestly, Amanda's amazing.
Stunning.
Honored to be right by her. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah. She's beautiful.
Absolutely. I mean, I completely agree. I want to talk a little bit about Cheryl. I'm just curious, after news about her testing positive, if you guys have managed to reach out to her at all and how she's feeling and how you guys are feeling just knowing about, one of your own kind of taking a hit.
I haven't talked to Cheryl, but I talked to Cody just a little bit today through Instagram. And his vibe, his energy was really positive and good. And I think he's really thankful that he gets to stick in the competition, whether it's through a rehearsal video or through being here, but he made it another week. And now, I mean, obviously they got to figure out where to go from here, but I mean, for this week, it worked.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, I mean, I'm sure you've heard it so many times at this point, but you are making history as the first same-sex duo. So I'm curious if you guys have, managed to kind of take a look at the great response that, people have had to this, to this news and, your thoughts about it all.
It's so funny because I honestly have forgotten, like, it's just so normal to me now and to us. And I honestly forget. And then, like you mentioned, I go on to social media and it's just flooded with the most beautiful, positive, encouraging messages. I was expecting to get a lot of, just controversy.
This is weird. This is
gross. And it's been so beautiful to see people so excited, so encouraging, and about this idea. So I can't wait to see, the future and where this takes the show and just dance in general. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, you never know. Maybe, while Cheryl's out, Cody could dance with one of the male pro dancers. You never know.
Hey, there you go.
And before I let you go, JoJo, I mean, you did post a little earlier today that you were feeling a little bit of self-doubt. I'm curious how you're feeling overall, just in that kind of headspace, and especially after doing so well tonight, how that has changed.
When I was on Dance Moms, I was super nervous all the time. And the day I left the show, I had like a wave of like flashbacks. And I was like, I missed out on having fun every day because I was so nervous. And so I told myself, no matter what I do, I'm not going to get nervous because I regret it and I missed out on fun and I don't want to have that happen ever again. And so I still stick with that. The nerves didn't get the best of me today. What got the best of me today is some alter ego who was like, you can do better, you can do better, you can do better. And not just appreciating how I did. And in my head, I knew that I could do better, but I was like, listen, what you're doing is hard. What you're doing is not easy. What you're doing is different. You're trying to do a cha-cha with 2 girls in heels. That in itself is hard, much less a really killer choreography, much less on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, like it's, and with crazy lights. And I mean, I guess the thing that I was beating myself up over was our hard move in the beginning called a corkscrew. And it turned out that the reason why it was so hard for me is because the step before I was spotting in the wrong place. And I came up to you, I think, literally
right before we went.
Right before we went. We were all out on stage, like before the show started, like 5 minutes before we go live. And I was like, Jenna, I figured it out. And she was like, you figured what out? And I was like, the corkscrews. I just need to spot forward instead of the side bend forward. I got it. And we did it. And it was like perfect. But even in dress rehearsal today, like we never really did it perfect. And so that was eating me up. But I knew that when we got on stage, it was going to be what it was. And we were just going to move forward and do the best that we could. And I mean, we did better than we had ever done before.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you guys killed it. I'm excited to see how you're going to kill Britney week next week. I'm so excited.
Oh my God. I want to start learning it now. Whatever it is.
Thank you both for your time. I'll see you next week.
Thank
Bye. Have a
you.
good night.